Hey, what's up, everybody? Wagey tapping in for a court chat. Just want to take the time to say Happy New Year's to everybody. I want to talk about some things that I get to carry into my new year and throughout the rest of my life. A lot of people discuss things that they're trying to change or things that they're trying to leave behind and start anew. I just want to take the time to discuss things that I get to carry into my new year throughout the rest of my life. One of the number one things that I get to carry through my new year into my life is my priority list. Self-care, physical fitness, kids, finances, fun. You know, if you don't have kids, substitute family. That's a simple list of priorities. That's why you catch me in here busting a sweat doing my court chats, part of my self-care. You know, another part of my self-care, I'm putting myself through some paces to grow and develop, living in my room for improvement. One of the situations I was talking about this with, a couple of my coaches and mentors, the situation that I'm choosing to put myself in is keeping me uncomfortable, and it's allowing me to have a consistent access to the mental gym so that I can strengthen my spirit and my resilience. Oftentimes people wait for that gym to visit them. I'm in a rare situation where I get to again put myself in somewhat of an uncomfortable situation to take advantage of that mental gym so I can stay lifting those weights and making sure that I'm understanding myself, my spirit, and building my resilience so that I can continue to have a brighter future. Another thing that I appreciate that I get to carry into my new year and throughout the rest of my life, my network, my coaches, my mentors, my dad especially, my brothers, being able to discuss things with them in regards to life has been an invaluable asset to me. Today I was going through a situation where I kind of woke up angry, and it was, again, with these mental weights, and with having my network available to me, I just needed to be heard and understood. I understand the situation was one of my creation, and that what my mentality was trying to do wasn't necessarily righteous, but I felt some type of way. I was trying to shift blame onto somebody for how my emotional state might be, and that's not good, that's not healthy, and thankfully I got to discuss that with somebody that was willing to listen, to understand, and then, I ended up having a way better day just being heard and understood, communicating that particular endeavor, that mental endeavor. So again, priority list. The network that I get to have with me, taking advantage of that, having somebody willing to listen, to understand is gonna be priceless for you. Another thing that I get to carry into my new year into the rest of my life is my desire and capacity to grow, my room for improvement. I'm set up to have a few different successes financially, as long as I keep the ball rolling and take care of myself. So right there, top 3 priorities taken care of. I'm appreciative of the tools that I have at my disposal so that I can continue to grow and develop. Again, in your room for improvement, you got to have different workout stations, I guess, different tools that you're going to use to work out different parts of your life. I am looking forward to keeping up this work, becoming sharper with my communication skills, and building this project for myself and the people that I'm going to leave it around for. A few different people have mentioned things that have been helpful to them, so I'm glad that whatever I'm putting out has been beneficial to whoever needs to hear it. And, that is part of the reason why I choose to do this. So I get to carry on this particular endeavor for myself, because a shared experience can help everybody progress. Some people don't necessarily discuss everything. So like in my network, the things that I discuss in my relationships, people aren't used to discussing. They're living it in kind of making it up as they go. And that's fine. That's what most relationships are. But to have alternate insight and gain perception so that you can maybe pick up a new skill set that you can apply through your relationship. These are inherent valuable things. Thankful for my discipline, carrying that with me. I was talking with this about some friends, how much my just diet and things that I consume has shifted over the years from when I was partying and drinking all the time to now where I run pretty healthy, but I do take advantage of some cheat days every now and again. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my desire to take risks, both financially, relationships, spiritually, and otherwise. I'm glad where I live at too. I get to spend a large portion of my life. So through discussing some things with my coaches and mentors, brothers and family, the point where I'm at in my life was actually something that I planned on years ago. The struggle and strife has also been accounted for. It just wasn't necessarily planned on accurately. I've wanted to do certain things since I was a little kid. Some of my plan has been since I was 8. Some of it came around when I was 16. But yeah, so I don't plan linearly. I got scatter plots. They're marks to hit, but sometimes you have to pivot and head in a different direction because circumstances, situations, whatever you're particularly going through at this time, you might have to, like I said, pivot, take an alternate route, and work your way back around to a previous predetermined goal. So I'm glad that I have that mentality and that I've always had that instilled in myself. I am looking forward to continuing my shouldering of my burden, taking responsibility for my life, in all forms and facets. It has been an immense asset in terms of identifying things that are for me and that I should nurture and take care of. Also identifying things that do not serve me so that I can forgive and let those things go. One of the things about that is anger. I don't get to live in anger anymore. I get to accept being sad, which is something that has been absent for a large part of my life. So I get to have full access to whatever my emotional spectrum is. I get to seek understanding, and I still get to proceed accordingly. I'm thankful that I get to carry that on into my new year. So these are just a few things that I get to carry with me into my new year. One of the biggest things as well, I'll close on this, is the mindset that I got to cultivate, to be thankful for the trials so that I can have the strength, guidance, wisdom, and understanding needed to find the solution so that I can continuously become better. I live in my room for improvement, remember. So I get to carry, because next year it's gonna bring good times, but there's always storms no matter where you go. So I get to have that mindset to run into my storms and the confidence to know that I'm going to come out the other side and I'm going to find the solution. So bring the trials, so that I'm thankful for the trials and I appreciate having the strength, guidance, and wisdom needed to seek a solution. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all the subscribers. I appreciate you guys sticking with the channel. And then I encourage you to focus on the things that you get to carry with you. You know, there was a lot of things that I tried to leave behind, but ended up turning into assets and benefits for me. It's the perspective. So I get to carry these things with me into the new year and, you know, carry them with me throughout the rest of my life, my new life. And I hope that you guys take advantage of, you know, putting your train on the tracks and heading the direction that is going to be beneficial for you. Happy New Year's to everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.